And the news are carrying about Nigerian army has submitted a document to demand for the extradition of Simon Ekpa, the Nigerian state-sponsored terrorist figure in Finland. And one thing they have not known is the boy was so reckless, forgotten that he is in a country of highly tech society. He forgot that he is not in the zoo. He forgot that that country where he dwells is an Europe territory, and they are highly tech in terms of modern technology. Remember, immediately they arrested them early hour of the day, of the night, and they took away all the devices in his house, including his phone, desktop, laptop. Everything was taken alongside with them. And as experts in this investigation, they opened everything and saw atrocity that took place. Do you remember when I said it is Mazi Allah association, terrorist association in Nigeria, are the ones supplying him arms, are the one arming our own youth recruited by politicians and hand over to Simon Ekpa? Do you remember that broadcast? And I ask, ESN, IPOB formed security outfits and they armed them. We never buy any weapon from anywhere, any country. Those guns you see that is held by IPOB, ESN, to defend the land of Biafra against the agenda of the Fulani consigning the Biafrans worldwide. That's why we did not call it Igbo Security Network. We did not call it IPOB Security. We call it Eastern Security Network for all Easterners, because there was agenda by the former administration of Muhammad Buhari to eradicate and massacre the Igbos in their mass, in their numbers. Every gun you see being held to engage the terrorist Mazi Allah with this mission were built by the IPOB scientists. Go and investigate. Not even one was bought. It was built locally. It was built completely locally. Because we knew that if IPOB go for purchasing of this, we may not succeed. The world may not like us to defend ourselves. Our scientists took their time, volunteer themselves, morning and night, and build them. We build them, we build AK-47, we build AK-49. In other words, to meet up with the sophisticated ones that Mazi Allah may come with. That is why only Mazi Allah, who reside in our bushes for this great mission of Usman Danfodio, we only want that will be in a good position to testify what their eye saw in our forest. Maybe Allah has great respect for us. Because what they come with, they now meet what is more super than what they come with. And their eyes saw it. They are in a position to do what? To testify what their eyes saw. Nobody can describe ESN. Only Meheti Allah will describe them. Because the terrorists knew what they saw in the hands of these men and women of honor. I call them women of honor. Somebody who is defending you without salary. Somebody who is defending you for the love of their people is worthy to be honored and addressed as men and women of honor. I want to tell you something. And I suggest, let me put the word suggestion. I suggest that IPOB leadership facilitate a very hurry move. You see, Simon Ekpa will not allow, IPOB will not allow Simon Ekpa to be extradited to Nigeria because we know what they want to do. Because Dave Omai is in panic. Nesting Wike is in panic. The president of Meheti Allah is in panic. That is why they rush and meet Christopher Musa. Begged him, pleaded with him. Because they first of all meet IG. He told them there is a process to that. That is not something they will jump. So because of their desperation, they told them to wait. No, the IG of police told them to wait. That he will do that. He will help them to make sure that they pull that guy from there and bring him to the state who sponsored him. And they are in a hurry. They are telling him that, oh, it may be too late because a lot of things have been revealed. Many names of officials of Nigeria has been on the table of Finnish detective department. What they discover, both conversation of some politicians, how they use Islamic Bank to sponsor him. Thank God everything is in internet. They sponsor, the link of the bank have been published. This is why I want Biafrans to be very careful and be very sensitive. Because one, someone said he is fighting for your freedom. The same person who said he's fighting for your freedom is hunting to kill you. Is enough evidence for you to know that no, this person is not for me. This person have a questionable mission. We need to stop him. But most of you were foolish because of money that was distributed through federal government through him. Most bloggers were placed on salary. He discussed with the government of Nigeria to be paying anybody that will come on media to support him, bloggers, to place them on salary of $400 per month. But this guy also outsmart those who he is paying. He now began to pay them 300, 200. There are people that he paid 200. I know many of them in Nigeria, he placed them on salary of $200. Some of them who open eye, he paid them 300. It cuts $100 out of their salary. When this thing was happening, I asked, Nigerian government could not pay teachers. They could not pay police their salary. They could not pay some government officials salary. But they have money to pay people that will help them to counter IPOB. Lavishing the resources of state workers, those who are suffering in Nigeria, they deny them their monthly salary in order way to get IPOB destroyed. And they forgot that nobody can destroy IPOB. Today, they have seen that all those money they spent have become a wastage. Because we know what their mission was. And we pretend that we don't want to act. When people say act, we say no, we won't act. We are gathering evidence. When the evidence is sufficient enough, as people who reside in a developed world, because developed world believe in evidence, there is nothing you will tell police department about me that they will rush into this office and pick me. No. They will tell you, give us the name, give us the photo. They will use my name and my photo and enter their database. Everybody have database in abroad. That is not in the zoo where nobody can, police cannot enter computer and detect where you are. If they enter, they know where I am. They know my address. They know where I work. They know my bank account. They know everything about me. What they will do, they will start investigation. Whatever they detect, they will begin to gather it. At the end, if your report is false, they will warn you. They will invite you and warn you seriously. You that lay that report, they will invite you and warn you, because there is law for that. False information, you may go in for it in abroad. Go and ask anybody. False information. If you give them that false information, they will not call you and warn you. They will say, this person you brought here, the information you bring about this person, we have spent our time and spent our resources. We find nothing. This person is very genuine. Why are you against him? Even if you don't take, if you are involved in any illegal business and you report somebody like me to the authorities, know that that particular time you did that nonsense out of your desperation of hatred, you have opened your own file for investigation. Go and ask anybody. There is a man who wanted to fight IPOB here. He wanted to fight IPOB here. And foolishly enough, because of the hatred they have for Mazi and Kanu, foolishly for him enough, this person has spent 25 years in this land. They have never worked. They have never paid tax. When he wanted to do it, because he called me on phone, I educated him, because when I discovered about him, I educated him. I said, Oga, egaleti yo mogilan sugu. Yasi yawa wo dogula no goloboda. 25 years, I know better in Kenya. Masia one egaleti yo mogilan sugu. I know you, I know about you. Immediately you start that nonsense, I begin to investigate you. I know. I personally outlined the danger that he will meet in future. I said, you know, you have never worked in this country, and you live in a house. You don't live in a gutter. You don't live in a bush. I said, When you follow that road you want to follow, time will come. IPOB now will now stand with you before the faces of authority and ask you a question. And we will force that question, and the people will begin to ask you this question. And that question may lead you either into deporting you with your 25 years experience in abroad, or it will land you in jail. You will choose one thing, either to be deported to Nigeria for you to support that you want Nigeria, or you will end up spend time in jail. You say, Guinea, my well, you get Jacka to your land subu. But thank God, maybe he has a good friend. When he wanted to, I said, he went and, everywhere in the world there is all these corrupt officers. He went and met some corrupt officers. And one day, I was asked that police are looking for me. I said, police looking for me. It sounds funny. I said, how can police come to my house and knock on my gate while I am in office working? And in this country, if it is a genuine police, they know where to come at the time, because they know that I'm working. They know this is working hour. Let us go to working place and meet him. I said, the first thing I said, for police to come to my house at the working hours, it means that is a fake police. It's not the original one. I went to police office headquarters. I walked in there. I said, I heard that you people are looking for me at so day, at so time, so date. What happened? Surprisingly, Oga look the other one. This one look this one. This one look this one. They said they don't understand what I'm saying. I said, some people look you people look for me so day, so time. They say, where is my identity? I give them the enter system, they check. They say, it looks strange. They say, nobody looking for me. I say, nobody looking for me. They say, yes. I say, who are those people that come? They said, do I have camera in front of my house? I say, yes. They came. They checked the camera. People who came with face cap, put face cap like this. They are not with police uniform. Carry police ID card, put like this. They open the camera, they check, they revise everything, they check. They say, they shake their head. The other man was laughing. They said, you know what he said? He said, this is malandro. He said, what you call malandro here is criminality. He said, this is malandro. He said, this is criminality. He said, this thing is not. Say, who are these people? That was when I warned that man. And I called him and said, you have committed one offense, but I'm going to forgive you because one, I'm only Igbo, Igbo only Igbo. And what can exercise my power against my fellow Igbo man, especially when we are not at home. We are in a foreign land. I'm a no agro chopotarage, goes to chopotamuan. Anybody that is staying abroad that left his father's house, left there in desperation to survive. No rich man live abroad. You live in your father's house. That makes you comfortable. but ejikwara aka gị tinye onwe gị na nsogbu. Masị ya, next time I will process you. I will process you. And if I process you, I'm going to lock my mind. When those Igbo organizations will call me Lion Man Forgive, I will lock my mind and I finish you. Me make sure I land la Nambra. Ki ge soro nde perima nde politician na no there. Ya kwero when you. Authorities say because followers here. Ka ha mara ho nya ala anu n'obodo for 25 years. Lord quotas, Lord aru ahu be any bank own account. Own account la bank. Yeah, you now want to find somebody who have account, who is legitimately staying. Hey, those followers. Or how many months? Yeah, when I can't tell you when I saw how about there. Yeah, Jabanga. If you come and say Jakaya, the tip you went. Them Jakuihana, but Makande Ale Nyego. Go and fight IPOB. Actually, now they go fight IPOB. Let me give you brain. Told those politicians, tell the politicians that to relocate you out of, if you're in Europe, tell them to buy a mansion for you in Africa, in a corrupt African country, for them to help you. Because if you stay here, probably you may get yourself in trouble. Definitely, like Simon, where is him now? He have landed himself in trouble because he want to fight IPOB. Okay. Excuse me, somebody. Depois tá. Pode. So, if you are to fight IPOB, don't be foolish and stay in abroad in area you know that law and order is functioning. Ask them to buy a house for you in Kenya, because Kenya is a corrupt place. Don't ask them to buy house for you in Ghana. Ghana authority Ghana, although African countries are corrupt, but Ghana is not that corrupt 100% like Nigeria and Kenya. If you want to fight IPOB for the next upcoming Judas, tell them that Europe will not be comfortable for you to fight them. America will not be comfortable to fight them. South America will not be comfortable to fight them. Asia will not be comfortable. All these areas are they are law abiding. Tell them to buy a house for you in Kenya. Only Kenya and Nigeria is a zone for criminals. Tell them to buy a house. Don't tell them to rent a house for you. Tell them tell them to buy a house for you in Kenya. So that you will stay there and fight us. Because if you want to stay abroad, Europe, America, Asia to fight us, one day, see trouble. Because I got the evidence, can you got that Simon? I got the evidence, can you got that Simon? Sufficient evidence. Then the whatever. We don't fight with gun. We don't fight with cutlass. We don't fight with knife. What we are carrying as a weapon against Nigerian state is truth. There is no missile, atomic bomb that is greater to fight Nigeria than truth. Nigeria is not a state to fight with gun. Fighting them with gun is just wasting of your time. That means you want to dance on their foolishness because they are coward. Because fighting them with gun is just to waste them. You want to waste their life because they can't survive it. They can't stand you. But there is a way to deal with Nigeria. Dele Farati, what did he tell you? He said the weapon to dismantle Nigeria is truth. What Mazi and Kanu told you? The weapon that he will use truth to destroy the zoo. Is that not what he told you? So what is different from what Dele Farati said and what Mazi and Kanu said? Do you see why we told some misguided elements that came into IPOB that it's not by gun, it's not by cutlass, it's by truth. It's by truth. With evidence, you will get zoo completely demolished. Stand by the truth firmly, and that is all. You'll get it done. You'll get it done. Now, the River State's former governor, Nnamdi, Dave Omai, and the president of Mazi Allah, they are now urinating on their self, on their body, because of what Finland detectives have found out about them. Now they have root out money. This is the money that meant for Nigerians to survive. They have root out money now, approaching the Army Chief Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, begging him with millions of dollars to help them. Why the IG of police told them, wait until the hearing that Finland, this is Europe, they have process, until the hearing on May this year. After the hearing, that is when the necessary document will be submitted for his extradition. But I told you what, both the idea of IG and the desperation in the body of Nnamdi and Dave Omai and the president of Mazi Allah, who supply arms to Simon to kill the Biafrans in Biafra land, support him with also money. Mazi Allah were paying Simon Ekpa. Everything have been discovered on the system. Mazi Allah were paying Simon Ekpa on monthly basis to carry out the killing in Biafra land through the president of Mazi Allah. Now, they have found out this and they have printed everything, they have kept everything. Now they are in panic. They want to hurriedly and bring him back and kill him. They don't want to spare him. They want to bring him and kill him so that their name, they will not start denying. But are you denying? This is something that was found in system. It's not a written document with hand. They will say it's forgery. We are going to use Simon as an example to others who have this joy in killing the Igbos in Nigeria. Simon will be the last example for others. It's a promise. Simon will be a last example for others. Time will come when you see an Igbo man, you walk the other way. IPOB are going to make it that way, that when you see an Igbo man, you walk the other way. It's not the time to see an Igbo man again. You have the courage to intimidate them. We are going to teach the politicians from our land, our own land. We are not going to teach politicians from us other place lesson. We are going to teach politicians from our own land a very great lesson that they will learn how to protect the people and respect the life of average Easterner in Nigeria. Either if you're a minister, if they tell you to demolish your brother's house, you will tell those that send you no. We are going to make it. We are going to use someone as an example. If they tell you, if you are an Easterner, you are a minister of what, they tell you they want to use you against your brother, you will run. You will drop from that ministering work. You will resign. That's what we want to use someone for. We are going to make sure that he's alive and be set an example for others. We are going to block whatever the manipulation they want to do. We are going to inform the authorities of Finland that if they dare it, then those involved will answer query before the European Parliament. If they dare it, those involved will answer query in the European Parliament. Simon Ekpa will be judged in abroad and jailed as a terrorist in abroad. That sentence they used to give terrorists 30 years, 25 years is what he's going to take. He will serve his jail and come out as old age man. We are going to ensure that he will answer his query there and be jailed. And by the time he's finished, he come out as an old man. That is what will happen to him. All this desperate move by Wike and the chief of army staff and the president of Meeti Allah will not work. We were going to teach them a great lesson. It will not work. The money you are written out to give the chief of army staff to facilitate, to help you do, that is waste of money. You are giving him money for nothing because he's not going to succeed. IPOB is going to block it because we already know the plan. Bring him home. Some of them say next thing Wike suggested in their meeting. In their meeting they had last year, December 18. Next thing Wike suggested and pleaded that they bring him, that the best option is to kill him. That the best option is to kill him so that he will not open mouth. But the next thing Wike forgot. He will not open mouth, but the document is already copied. Everything that you had with him is already been copied. Devil mine is crying. But every conversation is already meant, is in their hand. Why are you desperate to bring? The only thing that will happen to all of you will not travel abroad. And with this evidence that is standing before this man, may God empower me. May God empower me. There is something I want to do. I want to be checking these men when they will travel out of Nigeria and the destination where they are going to travel. There's a way to check it. I will not tell you the amp. I want to be checking it when they will jet out of Nigeria, the destination of where they are going. May God empower me. I will do that personally. I will jet out as well. That's why I said God empower me. I will jet out as well make sure that I follow them wherever they go, anywhere they go, anywhere they do hotel reservation, I follow them with evidence of those documents and inform authorities there. Most of them will go and travel abroad, they will not come back again. Most of them will travel abroad, they will not come back again. Because white people, they believe in evidence. I will throw the evidence before them. These people are the sponsors of terrorists terrorizing the world. And immediately they will be surrendered there and they will be picked up from there. We are not going to shoot one single bullet. No single bullet against them. But what we hold them down is justice and the law and order. We will tell them that they are riff rats. Before us. Nigeria is what gives them opportunity because they are criminal. This kind of people can never survive in Europe, survive in an educated country. We will teach them lesson. Thank God, very soon Nigeria will catch fire. They are now going to put hand inside fire that will consume them and burn their finger. Do you see how God are doing things? I told you that God will use his hand to fight for Biafra and Biafra will be restored. You see this move by Tinubu with France. Go and watch what will happen. What happened to Ukraine is what will happen to Nigeria. Go and write it. Today is 2nd of January 2025. What happened to Ukraine is exactly what will happen to Nigeria. Ukraine were deceived by the same France and Britain. Today, the same France and Britain want to deceive Nigeria. Do you see how God fight for us? They are going to. God will help them, deceive them, block their mind. They are going to engage in Niger. Niger have just displayed just little thing earlier today, very early today, in Niger border and Nigeria. Go there now, no single custom of Nigeria is there. No single army of Nigeria is in the Niger border. They want to play with Niger. They want to play. Just one thing. What Niger just do? Niger just light cigarette. Just light small cigarette for them. See how Nigeria military and their custom were running helter-skelter to escape death. Niger have sacked them. They have sacked them in their border. Sacked them away. Niger now are the ones taking care of the border. Do you see? Do you see? What is going to happen? Have you imagined what is going to happen? What is going to happen is going to be horrible. But what I want to advise our Igbo brothers, our Igbo brothers had no here. Most of them not a uniform. Among Mobun defuna to Rimeha. Abaha Obina, Baha Okechuku, Baha Chinedu, Baha Handibo, Halejuari. If you are an Igbo brother, if you are an Igbo sister in Nigeria Army, take your resignation now. Don't allow them, because now, let me tell you something. They will slaughter you like fowl. You know, Nigeria Army are the most coward army in the whole world, universe. Nigeria Army, I am telling you, Nigeria Army is the most coward army in the whole universe. The only way they have power is on unarmed men, unarmed civilian. Nigerian army can never face people with gun. Go and ask anybody that knows them very well. Liberia war, what they went there to do was to stay in a camp. When the war was over, Nigeria's army came out and began to rape Liberia women. What they went there to do is only rape. They went there to become a rapist. And they still, when the heat of the bullet has gone down, they came out and start raping women, start stealing. That's what they go and read history. That's what they went to Liberia to do. Syria alone, the same. While other African countries were facing the battle to calm everywhere down, fear no let Nigeria join. Look at Nigeria. Look at cowards army in Nigeria want to go and fight Niger army. Do you know the training of Niger army? Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso. These are the people that have what they call experience in terms of field. Not this Nigeria army. I call them street stouts. Maybe they thought they want to go and fight Wanaburu in Oshodi. ordinary engagement today, all of them run away. Those people just come there to show small skill. What they just come there to do, just small skill, small skill. They run away. The army just went there today just to go in there small, training. Sometimes when somebody is very foolish, sometimes you just go there, practice something just to speak a language for him. That's what he just did. Niger army just went there today, just speak small language. They run away. Nigeria have never won any war. They have never fought any war. The Biafra, this thing was genocide, not war. And who fight this genocide for them? Britain, Ukraine. People say Russia. It's not Russia. It's this Ukraine. God has punished them. That was when they were answering Russia. The president of that time came from this Ukraine territory. Haven't God, Mazi Nnamdi is a prophet. He said, every people that has hand in the death of Biafra, that God is going to punish them. Do you see how God punished Ukraine? God haven't punished them, He has punished them. People that God remain now to punish, although God has been punishing Nigeria in different ways, people that remain to be punished now officially is Nigeria. And the time of their punishment has come. France will lead them to the war. Then by the time Niger and the Burkina Faso will join together and match them, France, all these Europeans, they know how to abandon you. They will abandon them and go. They will abandon them and go. Thank God we have a defensive body now. Because that time, ESM will just come and defend our people. Make sure that nobody runs into our land. Nobody runs into our land. We will block that. We will block the entrance of Biafra. We block it. Akwande Yoruba, Akun, you people will go and fight that fight. You people will go and fight that fight. So for you to test fight. You people have never tested fight. It is time for you to test fight. Yoruba youth, prepare. You will fight war. You will go and fight the Niger. You will go and fight them. We will ensure that you succeed in fighting them. Our own is to fold our hand and watch our territory come. Make sure that nothing happens to our territory. The only prayer I pray for you, Yoruba youth, is may God give you the power to waste your life. Because life you will waste. Remember the prophecy I give. I said Tinubu will bring problem to the Yoruba that in the next 50 years, Yorubas will, if Yoruba elders did not stand up and act fast, you see Tinubu will establish trouble to Yoruba race. You know, Biafrans suffers kwashoko. Those days. I don't know what the Yoruba will suffer this time. If the Yoruba elders, people, if they don't join body with people like Dele Farati, that man loves Yorubas. That's why the man is speaking the truth. Because, let me tell you something. But some of them who are greedy, who are very greedy, they are now seeing the man as their enemy. Because the man wants to use truth to save them. This is one problem of a black person. When you want to save them with the truth, they will begin to, they don't want to look the angle and figure out the truth. It's like